What about these people? They look like maybe they've taken a teddy bear. Go ask them.
Sorry, can you talk slow? We are French.
Well, they do say don't talk to the tourists. I hope nobody's offended by that there. Well, I'd talk to that tourist, but well, maybe Amber Heard wouldn't. Say no more. Anyway, these girls have lost their teddy. Can we help them out? Actually, this week we're seeing some street hypnosis, but there's some wonderful messages in the tutorial. Stay tuned for the tutorial because there's going to be some wonderful messages in how this can relate to the success of hypnotherapy. Can you believe it? Fun versus serious work. I'll explain everything inside. Hi there, my name's Turan Mirza. I'm a hypnotist and clinical hypnotherapist. Every week I show you some hypnosis. Usually, but not always, some street hypnosis, and that's what we've got this week. You've seen these two girls before. I'll put links in the info section above so you can check out their videos, the induction and another one of their skits. This week we've got a single skit, but within that skit I love analysing these skits because when I look back I see a lot of important things that I can convey messages to you about how powerful hypnosis is and how hypnosis can work in not just a street hypnosis, fun, entertaining setting, but also in a more serious hypnotherapy setting. Any ideas what I mean? Probably not until you've watched this clip, but even after you've watched this clip, stay tuned after the clip is finished because I'm going to come back, I'm going to talk in a tutorial fashion about some interesting points that can be picked out of this street hypnosis video. So please stay tuned. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big red subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time a new video comes out from myself. And if you have any comments, have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and responding to your comments, and if you have a good idea, I might make it into a video. So please do leave those questions, those comments in the comment section below. But enough of that, let's watch the video.
On count from 1 to 3, on the count of 3 you'll no longer be an alien, and you will no longer be an alien translator. It'll go back to normal. But just as quickly, on the count of 3, both of you have realised that you've lost your teddy bears. You've lost your teddy bears, and you're going to walk around asking people have they seen your teddy bears, and you're going to be getting a bit excited about trying to find your teddy bears, and you're a bit worried as to where those teddy bears were, but you feel like excitement sort of building up inside your body, and you're going to really show that, maybe jumping up and down and asking people, please, where is your teddy bear? Nod your head, they understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. So how's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. And
I have teddy bear. You got one at the car. Yeah, I got one. We got matching ones. Yeah, we got plushies.
So go check.
We put you in your bag.
Check your bags. No, here's your bag. No, it's not in your bag. What about these people? They look like maybe they've taken a teddy bear. Go ask them.
Sorry, can you talk slow? We are French. We bought matching teddies and we're not sure where they went. Have you seen them around?
Did you steal their teddy bears? Have you seen their teddy bears?
I'm not sure.
Maybe the language is not good. What about asking these folks over here?
Okay. Matching plushies. We got them in the car. We don't know where they're from.
They've lost their teddy bears. Have you seen their teddy bears?
There's plushies in the trade hall.
What about asking these guys?
My friend was on for me. Do you remember when we put our plushies? Do you know where they are? We don't know. We got matching teddies, so we don't know where they went.
Well, yeah. They lost their teddy bears.
We don't know where.
And you're getting more excited. You're getting more excited about the thought of trying to find your teddy bears. And you start jumping up and down.
Right. Where were they? Like the last time you saw them?
Remember me and Lee and you went into the tourist hall. We all got matching plushies. Someone got one for Ada.
And you start talking fast and trying to explain the situation.
And then we got them, and we give them to Lee. We're not sure if Lee has them anymore. We think they're bags. They're not in our bags. We're getting touched up with our makeup. came over here. We don't know. I haven't seen you all day.
Start jumping out. You start to jump up and down.
We don't know where.
Really jumping up and down.
Are they shipping somewhere? Do you know what their headshot ones? The headshot ones?
Yeah, I know the headshot ones.
And they're excited.
And Lee has them, I think.
And Lee, okay, does Lee have them?
And you feel like you need to turn around and say, "Where are my teddy bears?"
Where are they? Oh, I don't know these.
There's no way you two are that hypnotized.
Look at me, and sleep now. Way down, deeper, deeper, relax.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed that video. It was really lots of fun and, well, you saw what they got up to. So how does that connect with any sort of hypnotherapy work that might be done in hypnosis? Well, I want you to look back at the suggestion I gave them. Yes, there was a bit of a length to the suggestion in terms of you've lost your teddy, you're going to get excited, you're going to go around, you're going to ask people, but the root of that was just you've lost your teddy bear. But within that, look what happened. As soon as I say 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, I sort of looked at the two girls, I was waiting for their responses, and the girl in blue, well, she almost immediately said, I think I've lost my teddy. Now, as soon as she said that, the other girl sort of went, yes, we bought plush teddy bears. So out of what was a simple suggestion of you've lost a teddy bear, I planted a seed, planted an idea, just a simple thought inside both of their minds, and they really expanded that. Look, as they moved around and talked to other people's, how much of an elaboration of a story was created inside their minds that I never gave them the suggestion for. They lost their teddy and they don't know where it was, and they were asking people, and one person was saying, you know, maybe you've bought it over there, and lots of information was coming out of them. So where did that come from? It came from their imagination, it came from their unconscious minds. And that's the connection with hypnotherapy. That's the reason hypnotherapy can be so successful, because once we engage the idea of they've lost their teddy, it snowballs into a larger, more complex thing that only they can imagine. And that's why it's not about me controlling them, but just how they let their imagination run. In a similar way, think about the hypnotherapy side of it. If I was to say you're a non-smoker, you've never smoked before when you're trying to stop because you have previously been a smoker, that simple seed can grow into so many other things. I don't need to give complex and elaborate, stories and details to why they're a non-smoker and how they're a non-smoker and how they act now. I let them allow their imagination to run wild and free to create all the information they need to believe that they are a non-smoker and they never have smoked, they don't smoke anymore, or whatever. It's up to them as how they accept that suggestion. But what I'm doing, what's important within a hypnosis context, whether it's this context of street hypnosis or the context of hypnotherapy, it's about planting that single seed in someone's mind and letting it grow and letting it develop. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you see the connection between hypnosis, whether it's therapeutic or whether it's street hypnosis. Getting back into the skit to see what else was going on in there, well, you saw that after their initial I've lost the teddy, they started looking their bags. Now, I didn't give that suggestion that you will check your bags first or anything else. Again, showing the seed developing into a greater, stronger suggestion and letting them work out where they might look for their teddy. Simply in the suggestion, I told them you will, ask other people, but they check their bags first. Their prerogative. I don't see anything wrong with the hypnosis in terms of that. But I want them to move on. I want to ask people. So I look around, see a group of people ambling, not looking anywhere, and I thought, well, they'd be a good person to try and entertain. And I say, check those guys over there. Maybe they've got your teddy. Well, just my luck, I managed to pick some people who were visiting from another country. They were from France, as they stated, and no offence, obviously for this entertainment to work, you need people who are sort of fluent in the language that you're hypnotising in. I was asked by one of my students on one of my trainings about street hypnosis, can we do this while we're on holiday? And again, my caveat was, yes, of course you can do street hypnosis. It's great to get away, especially if you're worried about learning this process in your local town. If you're on holiday, it's a great place to experiment and try things where, well, nobody knows your name, nobody knows who you are, and it's a great opportunity to just experiment with street hypnosis. But the key thing is you've got to make sure that whoever you're hypnotizing has a decent grasp of your language, because if they don't, well, I've always said this, hypnosis is not about the beams that come out of your eyes or the magnetic fields that come out of your hands. It's simply about the understanding and management of language. So if they don't understand you, even if it's on the routine side of things, it's just not going to be funny, it's not going to be engaging. So we did our bit. I explained they'd lost their teddy, have you found it? But their grasp of English was limited, and it's no offence to them. Everybody travels around to different areas, different countries. So I moved them on. Again, this is not about hypnosis, it's about stage management. It's about directing them to someone that hopefully will have a bit of interaction, a bit of entertainment. They tried someone else, a girl that was walking past in a beautiful costume, but again, she was quite quiet. She didn't catch on, despite my clothing and being aware that it was hypnosis. She didn't read that or whatever. That's again not her fault. It's up to myself as the hypnotist and stage manager for the skit to try and get some engagement for these girls. And again, it wasn't perfect. She wasn't aware it was hypnosis, and she was saying, maybe you can try some over in the shops. I moved them on again quickly. Again, this is part of street hypnosis. Street hypnosis is not just about learning hypnosis, it's about that entertainment side and engaging and stage management, as it were, as well. So you've got to remember that if you're trying to get into hypnosis, it's not just about learning hypnosis, but so much more. The third group that I stood next to was a bit more engaging, and I used that opportunity to get some excitement into the girls. I said, you're getting more excited, you're jumping up and down, you're speaking faster. All these sort of symptoms of excitement, when people are excited, they jump up and down. When people are excited, they speak quickly. And I was trying to instill that into them, and of course you can see it was working. They didn't close their eyes. These suggestions were layered upon them in a waking state, but they were all following those suggestions, and their legs were jumping up and down, their voices, their tone was getting faster and faster. And it was beautiful because the guy they were talking to, obviously he knew that we were doing hypnosis, and he says, can this all be from hypnosis? I loved that statement from him, and it made the sort of connection, and he was putting up, he gave a bit of patience. If people know that what's going on, they come in on it, and they put a bit of patience into it to listen to the girls. Ultimately, it was a good skit. They had lots of fun, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you got some of those lessons out of that tutorial as well, especially that one about how planting a seed, whether it's doing street hypnosis or doing hypnotherapy, is so much important, and allowing them, the client or the subject in street hypnosis, to just let that fold into something more beautiful than I could ever imagine. I couldn't have thought of half the things the girls came up with, and that's the beauty of street hypnosis, or hypnosis in general. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click that big red subscribe button and the bell notification button next to it so you get notified every time a new video comes out. And if you have any questions, is there anything you saw in that video that I didn't talk about, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll make that into a new video and give you a little tag shout out on that video as well, just to give you the credit for coming up with that suggestion. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed that video. I release a new video every Sunday, so until next Sunday, see you then.